I like the way that it came out. I had, as you know, some reservations about um, this approach, but I think you've overcome them. I initially was afraid that it was just going to be kind of a tub with scissors in it, but because you custom made the display in the shape of a hexagon, that you've added enough identity um, to it, and that I actually really like that you've come at the last page and um, talked about problems that you've run into. Uh, so what I would have liked to have seen, and I know that you can't do this, but the um, POP itself loaded with product because I see how it works from the handful of scissors, but I think the visual impact of it, just kind of totally packed full of scissors, would have been a nice image. But I know that that's quite impossible. Um, I do think that you solve some problems. I like the cutting the line of the scissors that used to be on the sides of the POP. You've moved towards the bottom. I think that was a good solution. I like what you've done with the top, so it's a shipper. So all kinds of good things going on. The dividers at the end look. I'm not sure why they're not coming out of the individual corners, but beyond that, I think that that's a fantastic idea. So um, solid work here. I'm glad to see it. And that image just cracks me up on the front of your display. It's really great. It also really works well with your um, font and your color scheme. I think it all works, hangs together as a cohesive package. The one thing that I would have really liked to have seen is some sort of example of the product placed in it to see how it actually interacts with it. It looks a little, the display itself looks a little tall, and the tray itself a little short. So I was, I think seeing how the actual can of mace or whatever it might be, actually how it sits within the how it actually sits within the display would be very helpful. Um, Beyond that, I'm really happy with it. I think it's good fun. It seems at odds with the product itself, which sometimes can be a good idea. So good work. Hi, Stephanie. You have some really solid things going on here. Um, One of my favorite things that you did here is get the M&M character to break through the rectangle of the backboard in the back, and that really helps draw attention to your product, to your display. That the least successful usually are just the series of rectangles, front, side, back. But once you break that plane, it really draws attention because it moves away from the expected. So I think that you've done that fantastically well. Your color schemes work well here too, and it looks like you have it sized pretty well for a countertop. What I would have liked to have seen is the product in it. A few bags of M&Ms would have really showed us how your display worked. Uh, and the one area that I think could be improved is the M&M logo type. You seem to have used some kind of script font, but I think that you could have scanned the package or um, fairly easily found online the M&M um, logo, and I think that that would have helped really tie the whole um, design together. Would have brought the displays graphics in, tied them into the products graphics. So that would be about the only place that I see for improvement right here. But beyond that, you've done a really solid job on this project. Hi, John. I think you did a fantastic job on the display itself. The backboard is really interesting. It looks much more substantial than something made out of cardboard and paper and foam core and those kinds of things. Um, it's really slick the way that it opens up and the way that it looks. Colors are good. Identity is fantastic. The only concern I have with it is how the product itself interacts with it. You have a tray out front, but I'm not sure how the product stands up in it or is displayed in it or lies down in it. If it does stand up, what keeps it from falling over, from falling out, those kinds of questions I think are quite important to answer with this. I see in your later post for assignment 2, I think it is, that you talk a little bit about it, but I'm still not totally convinced by your explanation there. So you have a fantastically good display itself. I would just be curious to see how it does interact with the product. Well, that Genie is just an awesome solution. I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. It's um, everything that you promised and more. It's very cohesive. It hangs together well. It's good fun. The idea of cheese and mice and the mice that you have stuffed in it are good fun too. The graphics um, seem to go well with the whole kind of cartoonish mouse idea. Um, the way that you figured out how to get the top to transform into that backboard is also very impressive. Um, there is nothing that I could nothing that I could suggest in ways to um, make improvements here. I think you've absolutely nailed it. So good on you. It's a fantastic display. I think you've nailed it here, Dory. It does really look like an easy chair. The cylinders that you have for the arms works really well, as does the um, circular form in the on the backboard. Your font, or I'm guessing it's the company's logo type, really helps with that kind of soft, gushy feeling that a not neighbors cutting up stuff that a easy chair would have. It would be interesting to see what it looks like filled with the particular product. But beyond that, I think you've got it all down here. The graphics really bring attention to the display. The display has a certain personality that reflects the product itself, and it looks sized just right for a counter. So I'm really pleased with this. Good work.